Hello everyone, welcome to CodeSoft. We are starting a new video series on database management system where we will cover everything in detail with demonstrations as well as examples. So stay tuned. Now let's start. The first topic is that what is a database? So database comprises of two words, that is data plus base, where base is a place where we store anything. So a database becomes a place where we store our data. Now if we go by the definition, it says that collection of related data in an organized manner is called as a database. So this organized manner is very important because let's say that in any future time we want to retrieve any particular data. So we would want that data to be retrieved in the least possible time. And for that we need to maintain our data in an organized manner. So that is why a database is very important. So now let's talk about the types of databases. So in general, there are a lot of types of databases, but we are going to look at the two major databases, that is the relational database and the non-relational database. So all the databases that are of the type of table, those are classified as the relational database, while all the others like the graph type, document type, or key value based database, so these all are classified under the non-relational database since they are not of the form of any table. Now let's look at the examples of these databases. So on the left hand side, you can clearly see a table is present. So that signifies that it is a relational database. So the database is of the students who are enrolled in a college. So you can see that each row is giving us a data of any single person. So you can see the first row shows the name of Jack. Then the second column signifies the IDs of different students. Similarly, the database is maintained in a very systematic manner. Now, on the right hand side is an example of non-relational database that is of the type of key value pair. This is a JSON kind of an arrangement. So you can see the name is the key and Jack is the value. Similarly, ID is the key and 1 is the value, and so on. The database is created. Now let's look at what is DBMS. So we have covered about database. So DBMS comprises of two words, that is database and management system. So database is the data and the management system are the collections of programs that enable us to create and maintain database. So suppose you have created any initial database, now you have to perform certain action that could be anything like retrieval, insertion or deletion from that database. So there should be certain programs, certain commands or anything with which we can perform those actions. So a DBMS systems helps us and provides us an interface with the help of which we can use our database. So a retrieval of data is fast with the help of certain query languages. So query languages are certain languages which are having certain commands with the help of which we can retrieve certain data from our DBMS, from our database. So this is about the DBMS. Now, what is a table? So if we particularly talk about the relational database, so there is a table in that. Now, a table is a collection of data in the form of rows and columns. So the tabular data, as we discussed, is a relational database. Now, the table has two components, that is the records and the field. So the field is something on which our database of all the certain people are differentiated. So you can see the columns are signifying the fields. So name is a field because every individual has certain different names. So the people are getting classified on different names. So all those things on which we are classifying anything, those things comes under the field column. Now other thing is the rows. So each row represent a record of certain thing, place or any person. So you can see the first row is signifying the record of Jack since all his information is present in the first row. Similarly, Alvin's record is in the rows 2. So you can clearly see that rows are representing certain records. So these are the nomenclature of a table. Now, what are the advantages of these DBMS system? See, DBMS system is very good. So the first advantage, if you look, is about the data sharing. So you know about you might have studied in operating system that there is a race condition problem where when two people are using certain thing simultaneously, then data can be corrupted. So this, with the help of DBMS, it provides us with the transactional security that our database will not be corrupted, and if simultaneously two different transactions or retrievals of database is occurring, still the data will not be wrong and it will be managed with the help of DBMS system. Moreover, the second advantage we look is that it reduces time. So because DBMS is a very maintained system, it allows us to retrieve our data very fast since it maintains each row in a very organized manner. So retrieval is very fast and hence it reduces our time. The third thing is it reduces data redundancy. Now, data redundancy is that suppose we have a particular record of any person and that is present in two different rows. So this is basically the repetitive record. So that repetitive record is called as redundant data. So with the help of TBMS, and also in the later stages, you will learn about the normalization. So with the help of those techniques, we can reduce the data redundancy, and that is done using DBMS system. Now, another advantage is the backup advantage. So, a DBMS system provides us with a backup and recovery subsystem, which creates automatic backup of our data. So, our backup is created by our DBMS system, so no need to worry whether certain data is deleted or certain misaction has been performed with the data. All these things are managed by our DBMS system. Now let's talk about the users of a database. So basically a database comprises of three particular user. The first one, if we look, is the admin. So admin is the person who is having all the permissions regarding the database. So he is the one who is maintaining the data. Right. So the second one is the designer. Now designer is the one who is creating the data. So you can clearly differentiate between admin and designer. Designer creates the data and admin maintains the database. So this is the difference between these two. The third one is the end users. So the person who is using that data, who is retrieving, who is inserting, or who is deleting certain records. So all these things is done using the end users. And so these are all the users of the database. So that's all with this video. I hope you liked it. So please stay tuned with this video series. We'll be going a long way. We'll cover each topic in depth. So that's it with this video. Thanks for watching it and stay tuned to add more festoons into your knowledge garland. Till then, keep subscribing.